Versatile weapon for Jacksonville. We all know how he can carry the football, but he had his best season as a receiver last year, over 500 yards through the air.
Number 27, Leonard Fournette.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Roughing the passer defense.
I don't know what the heck he was looking.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the Ravens' 24-yard line.
On second and 12, Minshew. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
And sometimes change can be good, and Chris Conley with a nice catch there is showing us exactly how. First 4 seasons in Kansas City, kind of buried on the depth chart there. First year in Jacksonville last year, career highs in yardage with 775, and added 5 touchdowns to that list as well.
Josh Lambo.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Ravens offense back out there. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Now second and 10 at the 25.
To throw on second and 10, Jackson.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Jackson, flushed out right. He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. He's going to take off with it.
That's good.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run with Ingram. Gets past one man. And now running right through him. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert, and Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
We want it. Come to my world. 48's Mike. 48.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down.
48, Mike 48. Come on, baby.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 34.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 14-yard line.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Jacksonville.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal. Minshew. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them,
Taking it right down Broadway. The 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame. Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there. First down.
First down, Jaguars.
48 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, and it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch the screen. Check 48 to Mike. Check 48 to Mike.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Chuck Clark, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting him.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chuck Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Back to Brown, this time complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.